Good morning.
Good morning. Alrighty, let's crack straight on into it. A little bit late getting the stream going this morning, so um, come on. Alright, morning everyone. Hope we're doing okay. So nice failed breakdown from yesterday, around midday-ish. Failed breakdown of the pre-market low there at 72.14. Fairly straightforward and textbook, and we've just really been grinding higher ever since. So everyone on the short side nicely offside. We moved back up into the upper balance here. Reclaimed that 72.40 level overnight. Some pretty decent acceptance of that, but it was a bit choppy, kind of getting through that level. You know, back tested it in the afternoon, early afternoon, dipped back to the significant low, and then just have been trending higher ever since. We are right at one of Adam's backtest short levels here at 72.68 at the moment, so we'll see if we can put in a little dip there or not. But for the time being, there's not a huge amount of interest up here until we get the next dip. Any levels that interest you up here, Mike?
To be honest with you, the real quality today I really would like to see would be 71.99. That's obviously, would require a classic 70 point sort of sell into it. So that's really the first thing I like. We obviously have a couple of potential levels in between. There is this 72.17 yesterday was a lower quality failed breakdown at the time, but now obviously that's a much better quality. We also have Adam had tweeted out 72.42. You can watch for traps there. So that's also potentially a spot as well. So, those are two additional spots. For me, I don't know how I would engage in them. Right now it's gonna have to be a little bit of a real-time decision to see, what kind of elevator sell down we get if we get one. How price kind of looks at the time. So my preference is 71.99, but I am watching those other two trades just to see how they potentially form. If
Mm-hmm.
not, I'll just hold my runner.
Sounds good. Waiting for the big one then, are you?
Yeah.
We can only hope.
I don't because some of the like levels here between the grind up overnight, they're not necessarily the cleanest lows per se.
No, they're not. Yeah.
Um, and so sometimes I'm just not a big fan of trading those. I've just personally found them to be a little messy sometimes if it's not a clear kind of V-shaped low.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's kind of just grinding up and you have these like, little bounces. Um, yeah, I just kind of prefer to wait and hold the runner.
For sure, yeah. And even these little lows that are there, there's something kind of not much different, just a little bit above that, or equally as significant. I'm kind of for that. I haven't seen Adam's tweet this morning, but you said 72.42. For me, I was kind of looking at the 72.36 level. So maybe for me, that'd be like a sweep of this level. And then a reclaim of the 40 to 42 above that, if that's what he's been mentioning. But we'll see. This is kind of a key inflection point, this whole zone in the middle at 72, 36 to 40 ish.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you see the low at 42 per se? I see a nice low at 36. And then right above that, we have a little bit of a shelf at like 39 or so. Um, I don't necessarily see a low right at 42 though.
No, not really. I mean, there was kind of the opening range low from yesterday morning at 42. So right off the was that right? Yeah, right off the open, we tagged 42 or 42.25. But yeah, it's not very clear. Um, I think maybe I'm speculating here, but maybe that's just him. Looking at this as a kind of a zone of interest. If we can flush and then reclaim, and giving 42 as kind of the top of that whole zone. But that's total speculation on my part. But yeah, the 42 there would be right in there.
Yep. Yeah, hopefully everyone's still kind of in their runner from yesterday. I know we got two really nice field breakdowns yesterday. So that was kind of good to see. The first one obviously was kind of the morning 72-41-48 area, and then the 72-14 midday. So if you take the 72-14 midday, you're now in a runner that's up, at least 40 points here. So that's good to see. And, we'll see if we can kind of keep, digesting price here and start forming a little bit of a mode two base that is, will be kind of our range that we'll be trading in over the next few sessions. So price is still trying to find that. I think we might start having a better idea by the end of today. But that range sort of starts to fall in between, and then make it much easier kind of going forward when we have that base.
Yep. All right. Well, excuse me. So that's kind of the plan for today. This whole zone 36, 40, 42 is definitely going to be a tricky area to trade. So I definitely don't rush into that. And the preferred option is always going to be lower here at this point. 72.18, 7,200. Those are the clear ones beneath that. So yeah, take your time on this one. That's going to be technical, I would think. But let's see. Still headline risk. That was pretty elevated yesterday. I don't know why, but it seems a little calmer today. But we'll see. That can trigger at any moment. Okay. Well, with that, we will catch all folks in the chat. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.